Hello everybody and welcome back, I'm Camp Christo, and this is the Best of Both Worlds campaign. Let's do this thing. Good old Kurt Student is going to invade Sweden and get us some tungsten so we can make our beautiful panthers without having to rely on darn Portugal. So you guys, some of you can get assigned to that army because we only have enough space in our naval invasion tech for whatever it is, 10. So some land here. Maybe actually one that lands here. It's going to be a complicated naval invasion plan. We're going to have a lot of naval invasions in it. And you can land here. And ideally we'd have 2 there. But we'll see if we can sustain that numbers-wise. There should be almost no men defending these ports. Because they're not in the Allies right now. They haven't given military access to anyone either, have they? No. There's a serious risk they could join the Allies. While we're doing this, I think one landing in the south, one landing near Stockholm, and then relying on the tanks to actually do the push rather than lots of scattered landings is a better idea. We just don't have the naval invasion tech for the kind of landing that I'd normally do with, you know, lots of men. We'll send 4 straight up to the north. We are going to have to naval invade from Danzig, which is a little clumsy because it's sometimes under attack. But that looks okay. It's not a very complicated naval invasion plan now I look at it. Then the tanks are going to cross here. I'm not going to risk the tanks landing in a naval invasion because all kinds of things could go wrong. Once we've accomplished these landings, the tanks will focus on capitulating Sweden. And Kurt here is going to then plan a naval invasion of just a lot of men landing in Oslo, basically. I don't dare move my troops through the North Sea or the Norwegian coast. I think the Allied air power and navy is still scary enough that we need to take it very seriously when we're considering actually trying to naval invade all the way up here. So we'll just go to Oslo. And if we capture this region and we find that the front stagnates, I'll be upset. And I'll blame myself for not being more aggressive in the naval invasion. But I just don't think the Kriegsmarine is yet at a point where it can match the RAF. Which is kind of fair, because the RAF has a stupendous number of planes. Not match exactly, but stand up to, basically. These guys are all entrenching nicely. You're coming down here. Good. Maybe even that front line was a bit excessive. Let's have to go down here. Okay, bad supply down here. Why is that? Because you're sending it via the sea and it's getting convoy raided. Oh, I live for the day when Manly Guns comes out and I can just say, hey, these 5 sea zones are banned. Send convoys round. It's going to be so good. You guys still not taking that? Good lord. They haven't moved 2 provinces in the last 3 episodes. Do you think maybe I'm going slowly? I know the comments will say I am. But it's required. It's required. It's a serious business going on here. We can't go up to speed 4 right now, though, because there's not too much going on. We're still being bombed. Being bombed over here now. So we should probably switch up some plane deployment. I'm just not interested in fighting their fighters. I don't mind if they have air superiority over my heartlands. Unless they're actually navally invading. That's navally invading. Navally invading. That's not too much of a problem. Let's move a bunch of planes. Excuse me. I thought this said level 10 airbase. Did I misread it? What did I see? I must have clicked on infrastructure instead. No, it has got a level 10 airbase. Is it damaged? It's very damaged. Oh my goodness. That bombing has instantly decimated our airbase in Copenhagen. That's real bad. That damaged the infrastructure. Oh my god. Okay, we need to stop this bombing immediately. Let's go for air superiority, even though I said I wouldn't. Just kill those fighters. I don't know if... I mean, you know, these things... I don't think we need to do that. Okay, there we go. We've driven them back. Oh, hello. Allied offensive begun. Looks like we're holding fine for now. Planes are taking casualties, and we're trading okay. We've got the men ready to... Sorry, got the planes in reserve, it looks like, to refill the wings as they're going down. Moving away, these guys suddenly... Oh, don't fly to the Benelux from there. That's a terrible idea. Let's have... while they're doing this offensive, before we actually launch the invasion of Scandinavia, let's have these guys over the skies. A wild ace appears over the skies here. Seems good. You guys that are flying from here to the Benelux. we could move quite a few of you into some of these. So 3 of you go there. Some of you go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest can stay here. Okay. Imports. We're actually struggling on iron. Sorry, steel. I always say iron, don't I? It is steel. Yeah. We'll import from our faction members. A bit more from Hungary. Marvelous. God, look at the oil deficits. All our dockyards have done nothing for like the whole war. Because of the lack of oil. My goodness me. Okay. Men are deploying. Naval invasion is planning. We should probably put you under this guy. They haven't attacked in the south much recently. So you can go... No. Can go under a different field marshal, I think. Can you not... Can I... Excuse me? Hello? Okay, I guess we put him over here. Can I... No, I can't have non-field marshaled armies. Okay. You are green because you're still on that front. And we'll put old, what's-his-face, Klug in there. He can man you. And maybe the Maginot guys seems good. Yeah, okay, the Maginot guys as well can go under here. Oh, he can get infantry expert. Excellent news. And then Stuart and you. Who is the one I sent up here? Old Carl can go under. Oh, he already is. So I guess we can leave the Maginot man under here. Seems good. So these 2 are the ones that are going to do it. Let's just put them at the end of the list so it's easy to see. Okay. Good. Got a bit more army experience. I want to upgrade this just because I want to start the training as soon as possible. As soon as I say that out loud, of course, I realize I could start training it right now. We can just finish designing it as the training goes on. So I should have started training it a few days ago, but that's okay. You guys, all mountaineers, logistics, and we will want signals, but we can do that later. So what is our special forces limits? More than 9. We are training 0, sorry, fielding 0 and training 10 of 140. Nice, we can get pretty much perfect full army of mountaineers. Nice. And they'll be much better at doing the Caucasus push. How many motorized would I need to say, hey, 20 width infantry, you all get logistics companies? Design is too expensive, I know, but could you tell me how many I'd need? Oh, well. We'll just wait till we have the XP. Okay. Right, I was going to build... Oh, please tell me it doesn't take... It doesn't take chromium, thank goodness. We're going to build some of these. Our planes currently dedicated to all these... Our factories, rather, dedicated to all these planes currently aren't working because of the oil requirements. So let's reduce the numbers substantially, thereby evening out the oil distribution a bit and putting them onto this. And then once we actually have a bunch of this, we can start putting it into our divisions. I'm going to put way too many factories on it, which is inefficient for raw getting, you know, the stuff you want when you want it. If you know what you want, but we didn't realize we wanted this, or maybe you did, but I didn't, and so building it now should work fine. We're getting loads and loads of convoy kills in the Baltic. It's always fun. Probably because they're trying to supply all their forces they put on the Soviet front. We could try an infantry push for Königsberg. Did we build any oil in Königsberg? When I say build oil, you know what I mean. What's the shortcut key for oil? Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, it's F7 in case you're wondering. Still holding perfectly here. Once we actually have the tanks and the 40 wits. Ooh, hello. Someone retreating there. Need a tank to reinforce in. Hey, tanky. We should cycle these guys. Oh, because if we don't reinforce in, chance of reinforcing in 0. Oh god, they've narrowed the front. No, you narrowed the... No one narrowed the front. Well, it's only 80. Oh, they're only taking one direction. Okay. Well, we should retreat one of these guys right now. Oh, he doesn't immediately leave the front line. Oh, he does, thank god. Which means this guy can now reinforce in. Or just break. That's the other option. Because they weren't able to reinforce in time. I've said my piece about reinforcement rate, so I'm not going to do it again. We should be able to push back in, though. With the light tanks. in the front line. Yep. Instantly. And now the light tanks are standing alone. That's fine, the infantry's coming. Okay, how long? Not long indeed. Operation Vesribung about to be activated. Oh, I'm such a moron. It doesn't give us a claim on Sweden. It's just Norway and Denmark. Whoops. Yeah. So that's not going to be that helpful in the end. I guess we justify on Sweden. It might well join the Allies once we start justifying on them. Okay, we're back in here. We should be able to hold now. See, the tanks all broke, but they're not retreating. Moving out of the tile and then back in, such that they would reorg a little bit. They just went into reserves, because the Allies begun and stopped their attack once. Which is very annoying, because it means they just eventually always win. Because they repeatedly attack you and break your organization. We should go a bit further, actually. Just go all the way up. Excuse me? I mean, you can't go here. I'm not trying to assign you to the order, I'm trying to give you a move. You're not defending, you silly man. You are not in a defense. Oh well. Oh, the infrastructure here is 0. Sorry about the siren. Alright. Well, that's annoying. Hopefully, they join the Allies. I know they have neutral foreign policy. But sometimes justifying on people with neutral foreign policy makes them join. Like, Denmark joined. Didn't they have neutral foreign policy? Oh, yeah, sorry, right. Iceland exists, so Denmark we need to find here. Didn't you have neutral foreign policy? Oh, no, they actually went interventionism. Okay, so maybe not. Look, you're not defending, so gain more org. You can go in there. You guys should go straight back in there. And they broke us again. But we should be able to break them back. Bypass war with France, surprisingly enough. So we could now do Operation Tannenbaum. Go against Switzerland. Don't really want to do that. Could do with a focus on Luxembourg, but let's just do construction engineering. Get those forts and infrastructure and air bases and anti-air and all that good stuff built back up in time. You guys, you realize you're not in attack now? They do. It's excellent. Keep pressure on them while we move these guys in to open up another front of attack. I'm really annoyed about not noticing about Switzerland. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Halt the offensive. Recommence the offensive with only tanks. Second wave. 40 widths. Third wave. 20 widths. Good. Now we've got the tanks on the front line. On the offensive, they're going to absolutely annihilate them. Oh, and they pushed us back a tile here as well. That's good. So we lost our radar. Fabulous. How is our radar coverage looking now? Not bad if we could have the one in Wallonie. Although actually we're in control. We're the state owner, even though they own the tile where the radar is. Okay, good. You need to go back. There's 16 American divisions. No, there aren't. There's a bunch. They're just the American. Is the largest number or is the biggest major? I'm not sure what controls which flag appears. Gosh, they're causing real problems here. The red air isn't helping. Problem is the AI just constantly switches. Oh, we've overstacked here because they got pushed out of that other airbase. Constantly switches where it's sending its planes, which means you can't realistically react to where they are without constantly pausing and figuring it out. Which is kind of dull. You guys get here. Still got the increased ground crews. We're not pushing them back, not because we're attacking with these darn infantry. Plus, they have a massive air superiority, which hurts a lot. As long as we hold Liège, it's not too bad. Maybe we should cease these offensives to focus on defending, so they don't push in here. You guys are all going in here. That's fine. Don't attack them. Don't get multiple combats. Should really not be on speed 4, eh? Oh, yep, good. These guys broke. There's no reinforcing in. Maybe we should put signals in every division. I think we might have to. So otherwise we're going to just keep losing because they break the divisions at the front before the other two attack in. Oh, they're going to break us here. That's real bad. Alright, you know those guys I pulled back? I'd like them back. Get on... Oh, I deleted the defensive line. I'd like... Get on this defensive line. Pronto. That's bad. As long as we keep the tanks on the offensive, maybe we'll be able to do better. So, oh god, don't get pocketed. You guys get out of there. Okay, good. As long as the tanks are on the offensive, we do really well. Because their breakthrough is just so much better than their defense. Did we invent the anti-plane tanks yet? No, we did not. Oh god! I've been too zoomed in. I totally didn't notice that. You guys, attack them here. That was really close. We are going to free them, fortunately. But that was really, really close. If we can keep them pinned here long enough, we should be able to free them all. Yeah, there we go. Get out of there. My goodness. Retreat. Rear. Second defensive here is going okay. Get the defenses in here. No, don't go down there. I told you to go this way. What was that? Was it input lag? What is this? E4 multiplayer? You guys, get in here. Please. These guys are still under attack, so they can't move to this tile, which means this retreat will complete. As long as they stay under attack. What was that? Better radar. Excellent. Get me another level in Holland. And they're going to push us out of Wallonie. For the first time. Oh, and the line's breaking in the north as well. You guys need to fall back. No, that's not how I'd like you to retreat. Are you pocketed? Because I can't go across here because there's enemy ships right here? Okay, there's a tank in there. Action stations. Action stations. All hands, man your battle stations. This is a priority 1 alert. Set condition 1 throughout the ship. We need the Kriegsmarine. We need to kill these subs before they get these guys killed because they can't retreat from that tile. Wait, what? Those guys could? Oh no, okay, never mind. I just misclicked. Never mind. False alarm. It's, I mean, we could muster the Kriegsmarine anyway. They're not finished repairing though. You all together yet? Not quite. Oh yeah, new research because we finished the whatever it is, isometric? No, decimetric. Which is isometric? I'm just making that one up. Okay. Still better radar, I think. So we do have some damaged ships in the fleet now, which I think we could split off. Don't want to lose the Bismarck. And obviously we don't want this many carriers. We would like to split off the Aurora and the Sendilts. Oh, it kills the list, so I have to do this again. Okay. And the Potsdam and the Graf Zeppelin. Graf Zeppelin, Potsdam. Leaving us with 4. Okay. Good. Those ones that need repairs can go over here to Rushstock. You guys can stay here. Okay. Good lord. So we might want to send them over anyway, just to help on the coast, but with the number of planes that the Allies can muster, I don't think we can. Okay. Do we counterattack, or do we just try and hold this line? I think we just try and hold this line. Certainly we don't send tanks into pointless counteroffensives that aren't going to win anyway. We could try and hold here, because there's forest. Yeah, let's leave them holding there, just to inflict some damage as they fall back. We should probably make certain we're not overstacking anywhere. Yeah, which of course we are, because as we lose air bases, we're in a constant state of retreat. So you guys, just bring more over, bring more casts over from the east. We've actually exhausted our eastern cast supplies. That's not good. We could bring some over from Asia Minor, however, because they are no longer needed down there. At least I sincerely hope they aren't. Good. We've got a new airbase here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. 2 here, and I think I saw 3 space. Yeah, here. Okay. That should help. Being broken here and here, but that's what I expected. That's not a really big problem. You guys, get in here. We cannot lose that tile. Oh, they're acting like they're being sensible. This is unexpected. They're pinning us there. Oh god, they broke us on reinforcement rate here again. It's okay. We can hold this tile still. This is still a big river crossing. Good tile to defend. No fort though. Goodness me. I thought this front had stabilized. Yeah, being broken here and here, as expected. That's okay. Alright, this is the defensive line. If we lose this, we're then behind our fort wall, and we might have to consider retreating to the Rhine, which I am, excuse me, would you please? Thank you. Which I would be extremely unhappy about. Stop launching counter-offensives. I know I ordered them, but when I ordered them, they weren't offensives. There goes Brabant. It's been a long time since we lost control of Brabant. Sorry, since we last had control of Brabant. Last didn't have control of Brabant, by the way. Rather, that's what I mean. Could definitely do with these. Buff the anti-air armament, I'm guessing? I haven't really heard much about the meta of what you put in these, and we'll just take factories away from the Panthers. So it stays balanced. Maybe 15? I don't know. We want quite a few of these, and we want them quite quickly. There we go. Well, we can actually just take a few off there to put them in there as well. Yeah, go on then. Go up to 20. Okay. Next research. We need these better infantry equipment ones just for the extra piercing. Actually, that could be really good. 100% piercing on our infantry, because their enemies are bringing these medium tank divisions against us. I think you guys should try and get back in there if you can. Oh god, we're breaking from here as well. Ah! Well, we should build a fort wall on the Rhine at this point, I think. Because it looks like that's where we're going to defend. And if not the Rhine, it may be behind the Rhine. I don't know. Things could become disastrous. We could, yes, and definitely should, and should have a minute ago, in fact, deploy all the other medium tanks and the light tanks. Get you guys down here. We must contain this. And that's when they launch a naval invasion, of course. Hopeful that it won't be a problem. Might even be able to shoot it down just with our plane coverage. We'll see. No problems on the actual front here. In fact, they're not even breaking the Turkish line. Excellent. We could do with putting some mediums back into training, I think. I think we got a medium surplus now. Or we did before I started that training line. Yes, we did, because it immediately put some mediums into it. Just assigned to the army. 1 infinite. Yeah, good. Okay. Ah! We might be able to get back in there before they break us. Yes, indeed. I should take my own advice. Let's try and... I don't know, with the air coverage... And Guderian's wounded! That is a very bad time for you to take a wound, Guderian. That is very bad. We can assign 2 more traits because he's such a high level. But he hasn't really got many more that we could give him. I'd love it if you got Commando. How do you do that? Experience gained while low temperature, high temperature, modifying or naval landing. So if we have a moment, we should try and grind Commando on him so we can give him camouflage expert. No, pushed us back there. No, don't launch these offensives. Maybe one thing we should do as well is just take the 20 wits off the front, because then they won't fill the front, break more quickly, and cause these problems where it's all about the fact that we can't reinforce in. Just checking these. Okay, dangerous naval invasion is saying down here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did not leave. See, this is why I had the big port defenses. We did not leave enough men to hold Africa against a proper naval invasion. We might lose... I mean, I don't think I'm exaggerating. We might lose all of Africa because of that naval invasion. There's 11 infantry from the freaking US coming. Oh my. Maybe like that. Get over here. Do we retreat the guy south of it, thereby giving up this port? I think we do. Because he's not going to be able to survive with 11 men landing here. They're in the mountains, so we're not going to be able to push them out. We could get some planes. You could just pinch a couple of these guys. Cause them some problems. There's no air bases down there, so we might be able to give them real problems that way. But we don't have any decent divisions down here. I think we steal some from here in order to repel that naval invasion. I'd really like to be able to continue not thinking about the African front. Get over here. It's going to take them a long time, though, because the infrastructure across this northern African area, I don't know if you've heard, it's not great, though. They'll go fast in this region, but... Oh, man. Oh, man. War on many fronts. Stop these attacks. Okay, we're holding here, though. Stop it. Stop it. Why are they attacking like this? Oh, do you not have an attack order? That might be it. Maybe one of you doesn't have an attack order. If they don't have attack orders, they randomly attack. Not randomly, but attack on their own. Halt. Stop it. There we go. Okay, and you guys, stop that. Okay, now they should all have attack orders. Okay, we're holding here. Let's be aggressive. We're moving the medium tanks in. Maybe we should just do the, you know... I know this sounds counterintuitive. Maybe we should just try and take France now. Because the defense is just not working because of the reinforce rate. Because they're really good and they've got massive air power. So maybe we just solve it by killing them all. Rather than trying to build a bigger and better defense. We get all the medium tanks and we just smash them. That is the plan. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to do it in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like the video. It helps out a lot, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.